The relationship between the police and minority ethnic communities often comes with tension, as last year's Black Lives Matter protests highlighted. In Dorset, black people are 22 times more likely to be stopped and searched than white people, according to the Stopwatch charity. In Hampshire, it's 11 times, while in the Thames Valley, you're 5 times more likely to be stopped and searched if you're black or from a mixed background. The Police and Crime Commissioner elections in just over 2 weeks will give us all a chance to have a say in how our police forces are scrutinised. In a moment, we'll be hearing from the prospective candidates in the Thames Valley. But first, our reporter Shelley Phelps has been talking to the team at the RG2 community radio station in Reading about their experience of local policing. So we've heard some of the problems. What about the solutions? In May, there'll be elections for police and crime commissioners. They're the watchdogs who oversee our police forces. Our political editor, Peter Henley, is here. What are the candidates suggesting, Peter?
It's certainly raced up their priority because of what's been happening in America. They've got much higher stakes because all sides have guns. We don't have that, thank goodness. But even away from cities, you know, the Thames Valley area serves two big divisions in society where the police are almost villains, as they are in the States. But we've seen street protests in Bristol and in London, and this movement to end violence against women and girls. There's a lot of serious issues to consider when you cast your vote.
Peter, thank you very much. And just a reminder that local elections, including those for police and crime commissioners, take place on May the 6th. Driving lessons resumed last week, while driving tests start on Thursday. But pent-up demand from tens of thousands of learner drivers means there's a massive backlog, which could take until the end of the year to clear. Alan Sinclair reports. A charity set up in memory of the Red Arrows pilot killed in a crash at the Bournemouth Air Show 10 years ago has revealed ambitious expansion plans. The John Egging Trust, which was set up by the widow of Flight Lieutenant John Egging, supports disadvantaged young people. It's aiming to reach 1 million youngsters over the next 10 years. Great to see so many young people inspired. Now, Lewis Coombs is here with the sport. And Lewis, you're talking about a sport that we haven't seen at the Olympics before, but we might do this year. We will do this year.
Absolutely, yeah. Skateboarding. Like most sports, it's going to be really interesting with swindling because they've had such a tough run, terrible run of results, losing a manager, all this takeover talk behind the scenes. Then you get relegated. Where do you go from there? Obviously, with all this European Super League speculation as well, and clubs like Swindon could be big impact.
Tough times ahead. Lewis, thank you very much. Well, Lewis and I have been doing this job for quite a while now, but I'm not saying he's old, and neither am I. But the BBC's School Report is when we hand the news agenda over to the reporters of tomorrow. Today, Priestland School in Lymington in Hampshire reports on what the pandemic has meant for them and their close ties with a school in America. Oh, I love the differences between the two schools. Brilliant. There. Well done, Priestlands. That was really, really good. Now, as you can see, Alexis is here with the weather. And before we get to the weather pictures, Alexis, you've got a prize-winning photo to share with us.
That's right, yes. A photo of a flower garden at Loseley Park in Guildford, which has just won first prize in the RHS's annual competition. Anjana.
Thank you, Alexis. That's the problem, isn't it? It's lovely to have the sun, but we do still need the rain.
We do, yes,
especially
absolutely.
the gardeners.
Exactly.
But we do have some coming.
Potentially in maybe 10 days' time, so quite a while away.
A little wait. OK, the water butt's going to get low. OK, well, that's it from us today. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at the largest Stone Age house reconstructed at a Hampshire farm. That's at Butser Ancient Farm, so looking forward to that. That's it from Alexis and myself. Thanks for watching.
Good night.